Hello, everybody. This is Elijah Keating for WisdomSeekers.net. Emphasis on the .net. Please feel free to reach out and have a look. It's going to be shifted a little bit in the coming months. I don't know how fast it'll happen, but just be aware that it will be changing so that it's easier to navigate. And as I said before, I have a really good webmaster. If you want an honorable webmaster, please reach out to me and I will give you the information. This is my logo, the Phoenix Rising or the Phoenix Rampant, and anywhere that Wisdom Seeker is, you will find that logo. So this is for the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, for June 12th, 2023. And the first card is the Princess of Pentacles, which is kind of a good choice because she likes to be surrounded by beauty and abundance. And this is something I find that I've been talking about for quite a bit of the last few weeks, that light workers are in a place where, yes, it's time to accept that we are worthy and that we are allowed to have that which is positive and good in our life. It might be that there's things that hinder us because we are, I know some people say we're not, but the evidence is that there's an energetic pull between the dark and the light energy. And we have, as light workers, we have been pulled down into the dark. And part of that is so that we can fix it, so we can just clean that energy away. But at the same time, it has left some of us, most of us, scarred when it comes to fear of having, fear of being capable, fear of being positive. Because we came from something brilliant and we're pulled into the dark, and makes it very difficult for us not to feel like we're being punished. Well, we're not. We just chose to go down there so that we could illuminate the dark. And again, with no dark, there can be no light. At least we cannot see the light without dark. And that's just the way it is. And the next card is, and it's a flash card, the star, or Estara, the goddess, which means that today, the 12th, is a day for fire signs to allow the feminine energy to move through you more than it has. And you'll notice one day it's masculine, one day it's feminine, and again it's micro pushing, not shoving huge, but tiny little pushes, so that we don't get shoved in the pendulum of life to too much masculine, too much feminine, or too much of something. We want the energy to be balanced, and that's why we micro shove little bits here and little bits there. If you're not up to it, be aware that your subconscious is going to be a little bit cranky about it and say, this is not something you have an option on, because the Princess of Swords, she doesn't care for some reason or other. She just says, we're doing this. And she's the tough inner child. The Princess of Pentacles, she's one of the sweet ones. Do we need sweet? If we accept things with grace and ease, yes. If we don't, then we're going to get the tough little girl that says, no, you're doing this. The trick to this is to stay in balance. And that's a big trick, honestly, to stay in balance. The Chariot is about staying emotionally in balance, and that means usually physically in balance. But if you are handicapped physically, it's very difficult to. So you have a harder time to stay in balance emotionally. And remember, we all make mistakes. We all do some of the dumbest things in creation, and we all get embarrassed about it. Don't allow that to own your life. Forgive yourself, move on, and become the best you can be. So we're running out of time, so I'm going to quickly go into. I also got the Emperor and the Empress today, which is unusual. Again, it's happening quite a lot, but it has been for decades very unusual to get the both of them together. That emphasizes the balancing of the male-female energy, because it's just today it's feminine energy. But when you balance the female energy, the male energy balances more, and vice versa. And the emperor with his empress is kind and good, and the quintessential father, which doesn't mean he's always the nice person. Sometimes he's not, because sometimes the nice is not the right answer. But he is compassionate and caring, and so we want to allow ourselves to be compassionate and caring. So one of the ways of doing that is to open your heart, and this is something that people are afraid to do. They've been hurt, so they close their heart down. Don't close your heart down. I promise you, the healing will be much stronger with you can face it full on. We don't like pain. I get that. I don't like pain. I don't want pain. But sometimes facing the pain is the only way to allow that pain to leave. So by having an open heart, you allow yourself to be giving, loving, and caring. And I think we're going to pull it at that, because we're almost at 7 minutes, and it's very important that we open our hearts and let the stuff that doesn't belong to us leave. And a lot of it doesn't belong to us. We don't have to take on other people's stuff. It's not compassionate to take it on. So be compassionate to yourself, be compassionate to others. Be aware of it. If you can help. If you can't, don't. All right? Namaste. Namasko. I love you, and you I do love. Bye.